football matches like in the richest country in the world? Well, I'm here in Luxembourg to find out. This is location football away at F91 Dudelange. I'm no financial expert, but apparently Luxembourg have the highest GDP per capita in the world. Basically the country's average economic output per person. This makes them one of the richest nations on the planet. But we're here for the football. Now Luxembourg's got the highest GDP per capita in the world, but it's fair to say they've not really been amongst the elite when it comes to football. They went a whole year without scoring a goal, 11 years without winning a match, and they're one of only 3 teams who have competed in every single World Cup qualifying campaign in Europe, but yet they've never ever qualified. But as Bob Dylan said, the times they are a-changing. He didn't say it like that, and he's not from Luxembourg, obviously, but it just works. That's right, Luxembourg are no longer a laughingstock of international football. Less than 20 years ago, the Red Lions sat 195th in the FIFA rankings. Today, they're 92nd. Recently, they've beaten Sweden and Ireland, as well as getting a famous draw against neighbours France. They narrowly missed out on Euro 2024, losing a playoff to Georgia. So could we see Luxembourg qualify for a major competition in the near future? Luxembourg has roughly 680,000 inhabitants. With the national team on the rise, I was excited to see what the domestic game is saying. Right, I've done my research. F91 Dudelange are one of the most successful clubs here in Luxembourg. They're also the first ever Luxembourgish club to reach a major European competition group stage. But I have absolutely no idea what today is going to offer. So why don't we head over to the stadium and find out. Incredibly, transport is completely free here. You can just hop on and off of trams, buses and trains. And most of them have even got these handy chargers too. Dudelange, with a population of 20,000, is located in the south of the country, near the French border. And you can get there in about an hour from Luxembourg City. Well, unless you're an absolute moron like me. Like I said, it does take an hour, but Sunday services, not being sure the right bus stops, getting on wrong buses left me panicking. I'll tell you what, this has been proper stressful, probably the most stressful journey I've ever had to a football game in my life, but I'm now on leg 3 trying to get to Dudelange. It's taken me about 2 and a bit hours already, but this is the home straight now, about 15 minutes. I've had a whiffer, to be honest. Google Maps taking me all over the gaff. I don't know the language, so I can't read signs, missed the bus, but I'm now on a train, I think, to Dudelange. If I'm not on this train to Dudelange, they said it there, I'm on the way to Dudelange. Otherwise, I was on my way to France. Well, I finally got my act together, and a very picturesque final leg of the journey saw me arrive at Dudelange Gare Centre Station, and from there it was just a short walk to the ground, up some very steep steps. Tickets for the game cost just €10 and you can buy them on the door on a match day. Tell you what, that was an absolute schlep, but it was worth every single minute. 2 buses and a train, 10-minute walk. Here I am in the Stade Jos Nosbaum Stadium, probably pronounced that wrong. 2,500 odd capacity here, and it's a work of art. It's a thing of beauty. Look at these hills behind me. We've got a beautiful water tank in the distance. Every stand is different. Well, there's actually not one behind the goal over there. This has got character, this has got personality, and I love stadiums like this. With the players starting to arrive for match day, I wanted to learn a little bit more about the club and meet some of its characters.
Starting already? Okay, so my name is Marcel Birtz. I'm, like they call it, a ticketing manager. I'm the last remaining active founder of the club. We had three clubs in Dudelange. Stade Dudelange, West Dudelange, where we're playing now, and Alliance Dudelange. They all 3 went at the lower level, let's say, and then we decided in '91 to come together, the 3 clubs, and found F91.
My Dudelange story is a bit different, I think, from all the others. I came here in 2003 from Germany, because of my wife. It's always, pretty much always like that. And she was an active supporter of F91. And she brought me into this football family here. And I was really, I found it really awesome, because in a small country like Luxembourg, it's completely different here. It's familiar, and I really like it. I'm doing this for 20 years now, and I found a lot of friends.
Dudelange made history in 2018, becoming the first Luxembourgish club to qualify for a major European competition. More impressively, F91 qualified again the following season. This time, they recorded the country's first ever victory in the process.
We had some good seasons. We were the first club in Luxembourg to access the group phase. We played Milan, it was super. We played Betis. The year after, we qualified for second time. We played Sevilla. We had great experiences.
For me, and I think I speak for a lot of us, was the away game in 2005, away in Rapid Vienna, where Dudelange was at half-time was 2-0. They lost 6-1 here at the home leg, but they were in front 2-0 away in Vienna, and we were 10 people in the away section, and we were partying hard. And after that match, the ultras from Vienna came to us and told us to join them into their party tent, in the big fan tent, Rapid fan tent. And police told us, no, we can't assure your safety, and don't go there. And we went into that party tent, and we had the night of our lives. They paid everything for us. We had to with the megaphone, we have to chant for them Dudelange songs, and everyone was clapping, and that was so amazing.
In the Milan game, we are allowed to play the first qualifying matches here, and then we have to move to a larger stadium, and we played at the old National Stadium in Luxembourg City. We went to Milan. We made it 2-1 for us. Then we made two self goals. And then we lost 5-2, but we didn't go there to win the match. It was just an experience. Give me a second.
Oh, yeah,
When we played the group phase Milan, we sold the 3 matches as a package, and within 1 hour we sold, I think, 21,802 tickets. That's an experience. We never live that again.
With those European nights a not too distant memory, and with the success of the national side, where's the domestic game at now?
I think the level of Luxembourg football increased. People, supporters, fans decreased. There's 1 or 2 still having a good sponsors, so that makes life easier. But we are on the way now. We prefer to, instead of getting one sponsor of, let's say, 100,000 euro, we prefer to get 10 of 10,000. Because if you lose one of 10,000, it's easier to replace it than if you lose the one at 100,000.
Of course, yeah.
Unfortunately, today we don't have a lot of people here, but usually we are around 10, 15 people watching together, having beer together, but there's no more chanting and flags and so on.
Most of them is the Luxembourgish Dudelange people.
Yeah.
But another problem is that our people, our fans, they are getting older and older like me. And every year there are a few less, but there are nothing coming behind. We have a lot of Bayern fans, we have a lot of Dortmund, Schalke, Mönchengladbach, but we had also a lot of Metz. They're going to see every Friday or Saturday, they will see Metz, but they won't come here. Merci, Tom. You see, I think he's 92, 93. That's our supporters.
Marcel's man was keeping an eye on the players, cigar in mouth, but with decreasing crowds, playing staff to pay for, and modest sponsorship income, what keeps F91 going?
It's quite all volunteers. Drink area and so on, the guys who take care of the teams with the dressing, the washes, that's all volunteers.
We are all, we know each other, we see each other most days of the week in the town center. You meet every day, you meet somebody from football in the town center. You can talk about, and I like it.
Yeah, I'm volunteer. Like I said, since I remember at 16, With the motorbike, I went to my first meeting, 16, that was in 72, so that makes 53 years. I'm active. I'm managing the members, the member cards, memberships, the yearly cards, the stadium magazine. What do I do? Special organizations, prepare the cards, distribute the cards, to the newspaper for the matches. That's all me. And I'm from Dudelange. That's my hobby. There's always something to do.
I've had to have a little sit down, just to have a little bit of appreciation for Marcel, to be honest. What an absolute guy he is. Juggling, doing tickets and having a little chin wag with me. I love people like him. It's a founding member of this football club. That's mad. And also one of many volunteers here. They need these people. They're the lifeblood of the club. It's amazing. It's a community feel here. And yeah, they've got loads of difficulties, like he said, with crowds, and they need to get that next generation, but it's hard. Like France is pretty much a mile over that way somewhere. You can probably see it. I just don't, I've got a rubbish compass, but yeah, I'll tell you what, if you are local, get down here because it's beautiful, and if you aren't local, get over here. Free transport, cheap flights, it's absolutely stunning, mate. Go on the Dudelange. The players completed their final warm-ups and then it was game time. Both sides led out by their skippers, and this Trojan? I'm not really sure what it was, but what I can tell you is they definitely weren't wearing Vans back in those days. Anyway, the game got underway and it was time for me to check out the Matchday Munch. Got myself a lovely little beer, a white sausage that was recommended to me. Heads up, if you are coming here, you have to go and get one of these. It's like a card. You pay €10, well, you load €10 on it and then they just tick it off. I went for just €10 because I'm not going to have much more than this. I'm also getting caned by the wasps, but let's see what it's like. It's done well with the recommendation, to be fair. Right, I'm going to enjoy the game. Cheers. A beer here costs just €4, which works out just under £3.50, and the white sausage recommended to me also costs just €5. It's not being funny, I keep saying it. Cold beer, lovely bit of food, and that view, and there's a football game in front of it as well. Seriously, some people will go to tourist attractions, just have that, and watch that hillside. Yeah, football in front of it here. Go! 1-0. Stephen Desire, sausage, beer, goals. I'm in the element. Come to Luxembourg, people. What timing, by the way? I probably should have been filming it, but it took me 4 hours to get it, didn't it? I think I've earned this. 1-0 up, F91 were cruising. Then came a comedy of errors all round, including some terrible camera work. And the Cert Bissan players threw on goal. Instead of zooming in, I pan up, but I still get this incredible handball on the line. Red card and a penalty, which was duly dispatched by the Oppo. Right, it's half time, so I thought I'd give you a little update. The main update is I'm having a great day, a really great day. And I've only had one beer before you're asking. Yeah, I mean, sausages, beer, goals, red cards, coaches getting red cards. It's all been going off. Also, I found out that over here you can get champagne at a game in a little plastic flute and take it to your seat. This is where it's at. It's superb views. I can drink in the stand. I can drink champagne in the stand if I want. I'm pretty sure the head coach of Dudelange walked past me after it got enough. There was someone who was livid. I got told it was the head coach who got enough. I might be wrong. So I'm doing a bit of a Chris Kamara here. I don't know, was it? But I'm also not too sure, but I feel like one of the Oppo's coaches was having a cigarette in the corner over there. I think he just popped off from the bench to have a little cigarette, which was nice. And then actually, when the players were coming off, I did notice a fan, might have been a family member, gave a Dudelange player a glass of Coke, which I think is brilliant. I'm all for it. I love it here. It's absolutely brilliant. I've got another 45 minutes to come. Might even get another beer. Oi! I did have that beer, which probably explains this. Right, second half's been lively. The Oppo have scored a goal. Got a wasp in the face. How many wasps? See that? As I was saying, second half's been lively.
Oppo have taken a 2-1 lead. But I was thinking more about the league and about the country and football. And for a country with like a similar population to Bristol, right? London is 2/3 the size of Luxembourg. They've got something like 40,000 registered players, just over. For context, there's apparently 82,000 dogs in Luxembourg. So there's almost around double the amount of dogs as there are active registered footballers. So to have 16 teams in the top flight league is actually pretty remarkable. I did think with free transport, imagine you had a London league of 16 teams. The away days would be unreal. I mean, obviously I would love away day elsewhere, but the gates would be phenomenal, and it's a shame that there's like 5 of the Oppo here. I think if you had that in England, free transport as well, I tell you what, it'd be unbelievable to get a 16-team league, a country of their size, the population, and amount of registered footballers, and the standard that it is seriously impressive.
All right, cheers for that, mate. Not sure the Met would be too keen, so maybe stick to life in the stands. Anyway, my moment of enlightenment did, however, lead to a huge comeback from the home side. 3 late goals, more spectacular camera work, saw me catch the ball, hit the back of the net for this wonder goal, which sent the small but vociferous F91 support home happy. And post-game, my new favourite person, Marcel, invited me into the VIP bar to continue the celebrations. Located in the building behind the goal, it genuinely is the adjoining school's sports hall. They then have to clear up in the evening for the pupils the next morning. The great hospitality continued as I was given food and another beer before being joined by my new heroes on the pitch. I was then able to grab starman Evan Rotondo. He's made the journey from California to Dudelange, but he's still got some home comforts here.
Sorry, I've caught you with your post-match
It's all good. It's all
It's
good.
all right, isn't it? If you've got
It's not
food
bad.
like this,
Yeah, but we don't got no ketchup, no mustard, so I'm just eating this dry, but it's all good,
Yeah.
you know? Growing up, you know, like I had a nice little journey. My mom's French, so I always had those connections to Europe early, you know? I had a good career growing up. I was able to get out early to Germany at 16, you know? Good first year at Schalke, second year tougher, same thing. Then I moved to Belgium, good first year in Belgium, second year a lot tougher. And then I make a move here to try to get some more play time. I'll be honest, like Luxembourg, you don't really think of it, you know? But it's a good club, you know, with a lot of history, some good fans, you know? And we're trying to build something good here, so far it's been nice, you know, and we'll see how the season goes. It comes down to my agents, you know, he's got connections a little bit everywhere, you know, and he found this club. It was last minute as well, you know, and I mean, he had connections with the sporting director. They were interested in me after the first week. I came and did a little trial, you know, and then signed, you know. And I actually live in France. I live by the border, yeah, in Thionville. It's like 20 minutes from here. So, you know, a lot of people do that because Luxembourg's very expensive, you know, so we get a nice little apartment over there in France, and, you know, it's cool for me too because I'm half French, you know, so I have that connection. I love the people. I love Europe. I love San Diego. It's hard to beat San Diego, you know, the food, the weather and everything, but, you know, I love France. I love Europe. I love the vibe here, you know.
Back in 2021, Evan was listed in a Guardian article of the top 60 young talents in world football, alongside the likes of Gavi of Barcelona, Romeo Lavia of Chelsea, and new Arsenal signing Christian Mosquera.
Top 60 maybe? Yeah, I remember, yeah.
What was that like for you? Is that pressure? Like, because there's some decent names in there.
Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, maybe it was pressure, but now I've kind of just accepted my career is going to be what it's going to be, you know, it's going to have ups and downs, you know, it's not going to always be perfect, you know. Everyone always sees these ideal stories of you make it young and then all this, but I know that's only the 1%, you know. For the rest of us, it's a tough journey. You never know where you're going to end up. I'm in Luxembourg, you know, but it doesn't mean I can't go back to France or a big club after. That's the goal, you know, and we'll see. You know, there's a lot of good history here. There's a lot of people that have been at the club for 20, 30 years, whether it's ex-players or ex-coaches, you know. And, you know, it's a very familiar vibe. It helps the players feel at ease, you know, helps my transition here, you know. So, yeah, and obviously when we can get some wins, everybody's happy. For right now, everyone's happy. We'll see how long it lasts, but for right now, it's been good, you know.
Well, look, mate, you had a great game today, and
Appreciate
I can tell you've picked up a bit of the European accent. as well.
Yeah, for sure, you know. All right, man, I appreciate you, yeah.
Cheers,
Nice to
thank
meet you, yeah.
What a day here in Dudelange. A massive thank you to Marcel for his hospitality and everyone here at the club, by the way. They've been phenomenal. There's a real community vibe to this place. It's so friendly and welcoming, and the football's not bad either. It's just a feel-good vibe. Sun was out, beers were flowing, not too many. I'm only on 3, and the white sausage was unreal. Journey might have been hell, but it was well worth it. Get yourselves down to F91 Dudelange. Where shall I go next on Location Football? Away.